right, good evening and welcome to Brannon Howse Live. We have a big show tonight. Mike Lindell is going to be my guest tonight. That's right, Mike Lindell, because Jimmy Kimmel is, featuring us again. And so Mike and I are going to talk about that tonight. I was on Mike's show for a whole hour tonight, but I'm going to bring you a small segment of what Mike and I talked about in relation to Jimmy Kimmel. Then I am going to go to my keynote address before the sold-out banquet of the Reagan Days dinner at Lake of the Ozarks on Saturday night. I was honored to be their keynote speaker, and I'm going to bring that to you tonight. It is going to blow your mind. I think you're going to enjoy it. I got a standing ovation at the end, so apparently they enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. By the way, I got 4 subpoenas today. 4 subpoenas to add to my collection. Apparently they're wanting now, one of the voting machine companies, all my communications with people like Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, MyPillow, whatnot. It just never seems to end, folks. And, of course, it gets very expensive when you get these subpoenas. So don't forget to support what we're doing here. I need your support now more than ever. Don't forget we're brought to you in part by our Bella Grace. So if you want to order the Bella Grace, go to melissahousebg.com, melissahousebg.com. Don't forget about the product Numi with glutathione in it. Go to numi.com/house1, numi.com/house1. And don't forget, you can go to WVWFoundation.com. All these ways to support us. WVWFoundation.com. All right, let's not delay. We got a lot to do. First up, my guest, Mike Lindell. I was on his show. He's on my show. And then my keynote address from Lake of the Ozarks from Saturday night. Here's my interview today, a portion of it, with Mike Lindell. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brannon Howse Live.
My guest tonight
is Mike Lindell.
Well, everybody, how it says, 2 shows in one. We actually have 3 shows in one tonight. We're getting the band back together. We got old Jimmy Kimmel, huh?
We're simulcasting.
Jimmy Crumble, I used to call him all kinds of stuff. Kimball, I know, is the first one I ever said. Jimmy Kimmel. But, yeah, we wanted to get this. We wanted to do this or reminisce some old times. But one of the things today, it's about 2 weeks ago, Brannon, I think I called you up, or maybe a week ago, and I said...
But it feels like 2 weeks ago, but it's really just a week ago.
Just a week ago, I said, hey, you wouldn't believe what Jimmy was hitting us up again. And so we're going to play this clip for you, everybody, and then we're going to have a great show tonight. A lot of stuff with our good old friend Jimmy Crumble. So here we go. Let's roll the tape.
So this is a brand new clip he just did about a week ago. You're the one that notified me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. He did it about a week ago, and we'll comment on it after you all watch it. He hit me pretty good. You're in this quite a bit too, Bram. Let's see what happens here.
Our friend, my pillow man, Mike Lindell. Mike Lindell's still doing battle with imaginary voter fraud. I don't know if he's out of money or what, but he's doing everything he can to sell stuff, to pay his mounting legal bills, and to fund this fight against the machines, which I'm now starting to understand why he hates these machines so much.
So the My Store, everybody, if you scroll down there, all the blankets, scroll down even further. There's the slippers, but scroll down. You're going to get the towels. If you want to just scroll down. Why don't you scroll down? Why don't you just scroll down? Scroll down a little bit, Brandon. Scroll down a little more, Brandon. Scroll down, Brandon.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Scroll down, Apollo. Scroll down, Logan. Scroll down, Tommy. Scroll down if you can. Scroll down if you can. Scroll down if you can. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Keep going past these guys here. Keep going down, 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 down. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up a little bit. Go up a little higher. Go up a little bit higher. On the up. I'm sorry, the other way. Scroll down, maybe. I don't know. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down one more time. Let's go down a little bit further. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll and scroll. Scroll right and left. Scroll across. Scroll up a little bit, please.
That's all the way up.
The other way. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down to where you see my face.
He's on a scroll. What can you say? We learned last week from Donald Trump, of all people, that Mike Lindell got married, which I didn't know about. He married his longtime girlfriend. They even have a bridal registry. This is, as far as we know, for real. Mike Lindell and Kendra Reeves. The guy who sells every product under the sun has a bridal registry on another website. But one of the gifts they registered for is a trash can, which sadly nobody bought for him. It still says 1 of 1. So I bought that for him, even though I wasn't invited to the wedding. I thought it might be nice to send it.
Well, Brandon, check it out. Old Jimmy sent it. And actually, this is our, there it is, everybody. There it is. He's good for his word.
He really did send you the trash can, Mike. He really did.
Yeah, the exact one he said on TV. And you know what? It's a 1-year anniversary of my wedding, and so I want to thank Jimmy personally. And
wait, I didn't get a gift. I didn't get a gift.
Well, you didn't get married, did you? This last year?
34 years ago. But you know what? I got Jimmy a gift. I got Jimmy a gift. Yeah, we're about to send these to Jimmy. He was commenting on my handkerchief.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's right. He was always commenting about your little pocket.
My pocket square, my B. So I got him.
Pocket square. You got Jimmy's for there it is. Let me see that. Hold that up. Now I'll try and get you Jimmy's address, and we got to send that to him.
Well, we'll send it to him this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you said you were going to do that because you'd always.
Well, I did. Do you think he'll wear one?
Absolutely, I think he would, at least for a night or two. I think he's up for most anything. You know what I like about him is he's given us so much publicity. Back when Frank's speech, by the way, it was a 3-year anniversary. What, on April 19th, Brannon?
April 19th. Yep, just last week was our 3-year anniversary.
The history
of launching Lindell TV. Yep.
Yeah, the history we had back then, everybody. Remember, we had absolute proof. That was on February 5th of 2021, and the rest is history. We put that great movie together, and in 6 days they said it was impossible. On the 7th day we rested. I don't know. There was no rest. I remember the middle of the night trying to get the tapes done, but yeah, it was something else. But that was a miracle. That was a miracle we got that done, and that's why I say that it feels like, to this day, it feels like a miracle that they said it couldn't be done. Impossible, flying everybody in and putting that movie together, and then remember, everybody, it was after that, Brannon, that the media went silent that day on February 5th of 2021, went completely silent. They didn't say the movie was bad, good, or indifferent, or fake, or nothing. They just went silent. They ignored us, didn't even attack us, everybody. So that's what actually scared me. And I said, we've got to, and you always wanted to get a network together, and and that's where we just started pouring our efforts and everything into Frank's speech. And and if I remember, to get back in the media, I had to ask Dominion to sue me. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. You just got a few little depositions, didn't you?
I got four depositions. Four subpoenas showed up today. 4 showed up today.
Isn't that something? It's unbelievable. They still
I guess apparently because I dared to interview Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and a few others, and so that's the only reason I can imagine I got them, because that's what they seem to be pertaining to.
But isn't that what is this, 3 years later, and they're still fighting, and Brannon, it won't be long. We'll have to have another special when we're talking about these melting down these machines for prison bars. But today is Jimmy night. We got the Jimmy Kimmel night, and getting us all three back together. We've got his gift for him. He bought me this great for my wedding. That's great. It's actually my wedding anniversary tomorrow. There it is, everybody. Jimmy got me this garbage can, and
where are you going to put that now? Is that going to go in the home, or are you going to keep it for the office?
Well, we'll have to see. It's got a lot of fancy stuff on it. I've never seen such a fancy garbage can. I'm serious. It's got little dials.
What did that? Do you know what it cost, Mike? What it cost?
He said he showed it on the TV. It was $139. Thank you, Jimmy. Wow. Your little tie things probably cost more than that you bought them, but we'll see. I want to get Jimmy. There it is. That's the present from Brannon Howse. I remember the first time we were ever on the Frankathon, when Jimmy said he watched 18 or 19 hours. Remember that?
He did.
He
said he was our biggest fan.
Yeah,
he has said that more than once, by the way. He has said that more than once.
He absolutely did. And the last time we were on his show, in fact, I think we should probably show a clip of that, everybody, in a minute here. But one thing going on his show, he's not afraid to have us on. That's what or have me on. And when he's talking about us, it gets the word out there. It does get the word out there. I think people know, what I've been doing out there, and I'm never stopping. I'm never giving up. I want to secure our election platforms, go to paper ballots, hand count it. and it's just like you getting subpoenaed for that. You know, what are they going to get out of you, Brandon? Were you in on all this? I mean, we always say
they have they have one guy. They're wanting, I guess, information on it, if I'm reading it correctly, related to Patrick Byrne. I don't know that I ever have even talked to the man, much less emailed or text with the guy. So I'm like, how many subpoenas can you get for people? And some of them who I don't even recognize. I can't even recollect that I ever talked to them or communicated with them.
Right. Well, that's what they'll do, and then they try and that's called lawfare. You know, I mean, what they've done is they made it so, you know, just everybody. They've used this lawfare against everyone, against citizens. So you spend all this money on these frivolous lawsuits.
Well, you know I have one of those machine companies. My attorney went through 150,000 emails. 150,000 emails. And gave them so much, and apparently they're not happy with that. They want more, and he's like, there isn't more. They want all kinds of stuff between you and me that isn't there because you and I talk on the phone.
Yeah, we had a handshake deal, and by the way, everybody, Jimmy, if you're confused and you're watching our show tonight, we both have. Brandon had a great offer, and we both have two networks now. You have Patriot TV, and we have and Lindell TV over at frankspeech.com. So we have two networks and out there, and that Jimmy.
So I don't think he knows this, and I'm afraid that it might kind of upset Jimmy. It's kind of like a family breaking up, but at the same time, the family hasn't broken up. But in one sense, Jimmy is like that relative that keeps the family coming back together, don't you think?
Right. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yep. He's like that relative.
Cousin Jimmy keeps us all coming back together.
Cousin Jimmy. Kind of like, wasn't it Cousin Eddie in that one movie that was acting a lot like Jimmy?
Let's just pray he doesn't show up with the RV.
Yeah, that's right.
Although if he does, in all fairness, Jimmy, you're welcome to park your RV in my driveway.
Oh, we would love to have him on the show here. You know, maybe he'll have me. Maybe he'll have me back on his show. I'll come on there. Absolutely, I heard.
When was the last time you were on there?
Well, then we'll have to show that. We have clips from that.
Was that a year ago? Was that 2 years now?
It was. It would have been a year ago, I believe, or it's not another anniversary. I believe it was about a year ago.
Well,
no, you know, but it might have been. It might have even been further than that.
It feels like it.
Yeah, it feels like it. This was when he said I couldn't come on his show unless I was inside a claw machine because I wasn't vaccinated.
Well, and he seemed to have forgotten that, right?
Yeah. He forgets things. He only remembers what he wants to, you know, on that. He remembers your name now. When I was there, he asked about you, Brandon. I told you that. He asked about you. Did. And but the
I'm waiting for my gift, Jimmy. I want to know what is he going to send me.
Right,
I mean, you give Mike a gift, but you don't give me a gift. Now, granted, Mike got married, but I would think I'm sending Jimmy a gift. I would think he ought to send me a gift.
Right. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Complete the circle.
Complete the circle. That's exactly right. And I think he should get. Now, I had heard that that there was rumors that he was going to be off the air, or maybe they were just rumors that he was either retiring or they were dropping his show. I had actually.
Jimmy's way too young to be retiring.
Right. I know I had heard that, and I don't know what's true, so I don't spread fake news. Of course, I could go ahead and see it we'll see if Alan Duke would cover it up. And do you know Alan Duke? Before we show it back when I was on Jimmy, Alan Duke, he's the Facebook fact checker. Everybody, he was a big part of the first big Frankathon we did, or big marathon we did, and because Alan Duke covered up absolute interference. And we were only, 15 minutes into the show. So he couldn't have even watched the whole show, the 2-hour show. But do you know, Brandon, that he does not ever cover up any of my stuff now out on social media at all? And why do you think that is, Brandon?
Well, because you've called him out over it, I guess.
No, because it's true. You can't cover it up with me. It's all true. Everybody.
That never stopped him before.
No, but we sent him stuff, signed an NDA with him, sent him evidence. And he says, well, yep, it's true, Mike. But he says, I can't tell the public that it's true. I just won't cover it up.
Wow.
I mean,
but he has never accepted the invitation to come on the program, has he?
No, he has. I don't think so. It's shame on you, Alan Duke. He loved his shirt back in the day. Anyway, and I keep getting sidetracked. We got to focus on Jimmy. Everybody, if you haven't seen, the last time I was on Jimmy Kimmel, now this is twice I've been on, they have the fake mic on all the time. We were actually going to, we were going to show some of that, but for the sake of time, let's show that. Let's show the beginning of the, what I would do to get back on his show. I don't care what he has me do. I want to get the word out. I want
Are
to
you talking about the claw machine? The claw machine one?
The claw machine. To secure our elections, everybody, I don't care what it takes. It's pretty hard to embarrass me, Brannon, as you know. And but here, go ahead and roll that tape of the famous claw machine.
All the colorful, unhinged characters who've come to prominence in the political era of Donald Trump. Our next guest is probably the most enthusiastic to help him overcome his debilitating fear of machines. We have installed him inside a claw machine for his interview tonight. And joining us now from the corner of Donkey Kong and Q*bert, the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell. Hello,
Mike. Jimmy Crumble, is that you?
It's me. Well, Mike, first question, Mike, is why do you think people don't take you seriously?
Well, I want to tell you this, Jimmy. Remember when we were kids and we questioned these carnival games, whether they were rigged or not?
Yeah, right.
But when we spoke up back then, we didn't get sued, did we?
No, that's right. Hey, Mike, get rid of that kid. Will you give him a toy or something like that?
There you go. You got a winner. It's a rigged game. It's a rigged game. It's a rigged game.
Mike, I know that you're distrustful of machines. Now that you're inside one, do you feel differently?
No, same thing. Their computers can be rigged out there. Yeah, absolutely. In elections, you know that.
Did you ask Donald Trump whether you should do this or not? Do you run this sort of thing by him?
No, I didn't, Jimmy. I did this all on my own. I wanted to be on your show. You kept telling me to come on, but I seen the monologue there. You said it's because to put me in here because I wasn't vaccinated. You tricked me. You did it to be funny, huh?
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't want you in there because you weren't vaccinated. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even remember why I decided you should be in there.
No, you said it on your show.
It seemed like a good idea when it happened. I have to say, I was very surprised when you said you would do it, but I put it out there, and so you said yes. So yeah. I'm honoring that commitment that I made on the air.
Great.
So last week, Mike, you actually during the weekend you ran for chairman of the Republican National Committee.
Yeah. So one of the things there, you guys. Now, Jimmy, I think he learned his lesson about keeping his word there, Brannon, because you remember he actually said on stage like a year before that, he says, I'd love to have Mike Lindell on, but he's not vaccinated, so we'd have to put him in the claw machine across the road.
I remember that.
Wherever the place was. So when I sent back, we said on our show, I'll gladly go on the claw machine, Jimmy. But then he changed it and said he didn't say that. But he did say, but I'm good for my word. I don't know how it came up. He just couldn't remember. I'm going to say Jimmy was confused. He was, a little plausible deniability, though, even though he was told it once. He forgets things nowadays, I guess. But he did keep his word and said I could come on in the claw machine, just like he kept his word on this beautiful gift he got me here for my wedding. That was nice. Thanks, Jimmy, again. I want to keep, thanking him. I would love it to go back on his show.
What would the topic be this time? What would the topic be? Well, I mean, I guess I don't have to ask, but would it be new information you'd be bringing to him?
Well, yeah, I mean, it should be that Mike was vindicated and he could have me take my tinfoil hat off on stage.
That the judge declared you're not a conspiracy theorist.
Absolutely, that'd be one. Or you could say, hey, there's decryption keys in all the machines now. How do you explain that? Or he could just bring me on and just drill me like he likes to do, and just whatever comes. It's easy to go on, Jimmy. One of the things, because all I got to do is like when I go on any show, is if it's true, which it is, whenever I say, I don't have to think up something, right? It just comes naturally because it's all true. And if people knew what I knew and have seen what I've seen, they would never stop either. Jimmy Kimmel, what are we going to call this? Brannon Howse, Mike Lindell, Jimmy Kimmel reunion.
That's right. That's what it's called. And Jimmy, we're sending you, as soon as Mike gets me the right address, we're sending these to you by FedEx this week.
Yeah, I could almost take it off. Well, he sent this for registry, but I'll get you that address. I'll get you as soon as we're done.
So here's the deal. Jimmy gave you that garbage can, right?
Yep.
I'm giving Jimmy these ties. I mean, these handkerchiefs. And guess who gave me this tie? Guess who gave me that tie?
Who is it, me?
You. Yeah, that was
Well,
my
there you
birthday.
go.
You gave me that
I
for my
remember
birthday.
that, yeah.
You gave that for my
Right.
birthday a year
So
or so
we're
ago.
just a giving. We're just a giving group. We're
We
just
are.
a giving
We
group.
are.
And Jimmy, I think you should give me one more opportunity on your show, and maybe you should invite Brannon with me. Brannon, you'd like to come, wouldn't you? I mean, would you wear your little thing? I know you don't fly in airplanes, but you would drive that far to see old Jimmy, wouldn't you?
Well, I might drive that far, but I would certainly zoom in. Or better yet, I think Jimmy should come to the Mid-South. It's centrally located. Come to the
Right.
Mid-South, and
Right.
Mike, you come down, and we could do it even from the studio here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Even if we have to
But
pre-tape and he plays it later.
right, absolutely.
And I'll even take Jimmy to Graceland. How about that? I wonder if he's ever been to
There-
Graceland. You think ever been?
Oh.
You think Jimmy's ever been to Graceland?
He probably has, I would think, but
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Have you been
But,
to Graceland?
Oh yeah, I've been to
Okay.
Graceland. Yep,
All right.
absolutely. I'm a big Elvis fan. You know that.
I do
Huge
know that.
Elvis fan. Huge on the. So anyway, I think we're out of time. That's the Brannon Howse Live Lindell Report combination tonight, everybody.
Yep.
And we look forward to hearing from Jimmy. Maybe he'll talk about us tonight. I don't know. But Jimmy, I would love to come back on your show to finish the trilogy. And I think the whole country wants to hear about what you and I have to say to each other. And I think it'd be a big show. I think last time I was on his show, I said I would come back with evidence if he wanted to have his cyber guys look at it. Now we have decryption keys right inside the machine. That's a reason to come back. I told him I'd even pay for it if his show couldn't afford it. But Brannon, when I go on his show, I guess the ratings are huge. So
Well, and again, you got to talk about the judge declaring Totenberg that you're not a conspiracy theorist.
That's right. And Jimmy did a thing on that when I was on there too. He brought that up, and it's better to bring things up live. And that other Mike, he could try and fill in for me, but it's nothing better than
It's not the same as the original.
It's not the same, right? It's just not the same, Jimmy. But we're looking forward to it. And by the time I'm done, I might even say, to be able to say Jimmy Kimmel by the time this is all done.
Versus Kimball.
Versus Kimball, and help support us. Thank you, and God bless.
Let me finish. Let me finish. That's the Lindell Report. Thanks for watching. Be sure to support Mike by going to mypillow.com. Use promo code L77 to support Mike's work. That's the Lindell Report for Mike Lindell and Brannon Howse. Take care.
Take care. See you guys.
All right, so that was pretty fun, was it not? And by the way, we literally are shipping off the little J handkerchiefs to Jimmy Kimmel. Let's see if he will wear them with pride.